One of the lovely things about working in Glyndebourne is that you get a full rehearsal period. There's nothing rushed about it. You come to the first day of rehearsals with a vision for a piece that you can share with the company. And then, over a 5-week period, you can really forensically investigate all of it.
It's a military manoeuvre. It has to be choreographed backstage for everybody because there's makeup, there's wigs and there's wardrobe. So everybody knows their part to play.
You know, when you got a minute and 20 to get somebody from one costume into another, and with the harness, you know, it's gets the adrenaline going, gets you pumping.
There's an incredible spirit, a community here where people share ideas and thoughts.
You can always approach somebody and say, you know, can I have 5 minutes with you to talk about something musically? And you grab one of the coaches and get by the piano, get around the piano, and then you work on something. And I find there's time. I never feel it's a rushed process here.
One of the interesting things about Glyndebourne has always been looking for new talent as well.
You have coachings, acting coachings, you have vocal coachings, but you have also concerts, you have also practice on the stage. So that's an amazing thing.
It was and remains a place where, if we're lucky and have our ears tuned right and our ears to the ground, you know, you can actually experience the debuts of some remarkable singers.
I started off in the chorus with an understudy. In the festival, I then was able to get small roles on the Glyndebourne tour, and then I got a big role in the festival as Figaro in Le Nozze di Figaro for the opening of the new opera house, which was simply fantastic.
I can think of no better example of what Glyndebourne can do for a young artist than the example of Robin Ticciati. It was only in 2004 that Robin arrived here at Glyndebourne, and just 10 years later, in 2014, he will become our new festival music director.
I think as someone who will be responsible for the musical and artistic standards of this building, when I come in 2014, I also want to ensure that there is a program where we can nurture the best young talent across the board. And without that, we can't ensure that this art form has a longevity.
One of my earliest operatic experiences when I was just a 17-year-old was to go to the Royal Opera House and sit on the floor in the stalls and see some of the greatest stars in the world from one of the best seats in the house. And I really wanted for us to try and do something similar here, and that's really where the under-30s night started.
It's kind of a bit of an institution, so I wanted a chance to see what that was like, really, and the atmosphere is great. Everyone's having a really nice time.
Well, I think this is a very good opportunity, and, well, I hope to come more often if it's a success.
The beautiful thing about the Under-30s night, from someone that stands in the pit, I feel this immense energy, this concentration, this sense of, even with a well-known opera, what's going to happen next?
Whilst we're very keen to try and get as many young people to come and experience Glyndebourne itself, we have to accept that for many people, for geographical reasons, it's simply not possible for them to travel down here to Sussex. But through the work we do with streaming opera and opera in cinemas, we can reach a far, far wider audience across the country.
I think the big screen is wonderful. It's a totally different experience.
You have close-ups of some of the characters and we can see more of what's going on. It makes it quite an immersive experience.